Hi Taurus, welcome to March. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And so before I start your reading, I want to talk about what's coming up this month. March 2nd, we have a new moon in Pisces, which is favorable to your sign. And it's conjunct Jupiter, so it's going to be very abundant and bring opportunity. March 7th, Venus and Mars move into Aquarius. On March 18th, we have a full moon in Virgo, which is favorable to your sign. And then on March 20th, the sun moves into Aries and we have the spring equinox. So let's see what the cards, we'll get into the astrology later, but let's see what the cards say about love and relationship for Taurus. What does Taurus need to know about love and relationships for the month of March? What is coming up for Taurus? The Knight of Cups, the Star, the King of Swords, the Seven of Swords in the past, the Four of Cups, the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Devil, the Wheel of Fortune, King of Wands, and the card at the bottom of the deck, the Queen of Pentacles. So, the Knight of Cups energy, you start the month off with the Knight of Cups crossed by the Star. The Knight of Cups is a romantic proposal. So you might get an invitation from someone. The Knight of Cups energy, though, is, it's a little bit immature, or it's very romantic. So whoever it is, they're going to be very romantic when they approach you. They could be a little bit unrealistic about relationships. This person is very creative, very, it could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But even if it's not the sign, this person is very sensitive, very tender, has tender feelings. They're very creative. And the Star crossing it, the Star is a wish fulfillment or a dream come true. But it's something that you've always wanted and wished for, may actually be happening in March. You have the King of Swords. As a matter of fact, there might even be two people, because you have the King of Swords in the past. This is someone who could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone who could be, the King of Swords could sometimes appear emotionally unavailable. Because they use logic they make decisions based on logic instead of using their head or their heart. Instead of feeling their way through a situation or a relationship, they seem cold. So you might feel like, well, I make my decisions based on love and practicality, and sensuality. This person is very, logical. They do a lot of thinking. They might even be overthinking at times. You have the Seven of Swords in the recent past. So it could be that someone was not being honest with you, or they weren't presenting themselves. You may have felt like they were saying one thing to your face, but doing something else behind your back. So, the King of Swords energy is also learning it's a card of discernment. Learning how to separate what's real from what's not real. So when people are telling you things, can I believe what this person is saying? Are they really being honest with me? Or are they just giving me a story? So there was a little bit of a dishonest energy or a sneaky energy. Sometimes the Seven of Swords can mean that you feel like someone was taking something from you. Either taking credit for the work that you're doing, or someone was trying to steal your guy or girl, so in a relationship, there might have been a third-party situation that you weren't aware of. The Queen of Pentacles is here, so this is you, and you're thinking of the past. So you might be reevaluating the past and trying to make sense of it, trying to decide. Because I feel like it could be, you might have to revisit something from the past and make a decision about it. Because coming up in the future, you have the Four of Cups. This is something that's being offered to you. And you may not want to accept this offer. You're feeling bored and not appreciated. Maybe you're not feeling valued in a situation or a relationship. And you're thinking, well, maybe I should look out and see what else is out there. You know, maybe this is not right for me. This relationship's not right for me. So this is more of a card of boredom and dissatisfaction. Not willing to accept the love that's on offer. Maybe you don't trust it because you feel like this person has lied to you in the past or been dishonest in the past, and you're not sure if whatever they're offering you now has staying power. And you got this Queen of Swords energy, which is, it could be your energy too, where you're being more like, independent and not available. Maybe in the past you would have been more open and welcoming this love, but now you're being a little bit more discerning. You're not just taking things at face value. The Queen of Swords energy is about, I don't need anyone. She has a harsh energy or a stay away kind of energy. Like she's been hurt in the past and she's built up this wall around her. So you don't want to do that and push and keep people out. You want to find the balance between letting someone in and also being discriminating and cautious, But I feel like things are changing. You have this Queen of Wands energy in your negative thinking sector. I feel like there might have been some rivalry in a relationship, and maybe you're worried if this person comes back, is it going to happen again? So if there was any kind of infidelity or cheating, you're just not trusting. You're not so easily trusting. Like you might have been more naive at the beginning, and now you're a little bit more savvy. You're being a little bit more cautious. So you're not willing to open your heart so easily. You're kind of playing a wait and see game. Like, let's see where this goes, because I don't know if I trust this person. Because I feel like this person might have betrayed you in the past. But the Queen of Wands energy is also about taking charge, going after what you want. In your environment, you have the Devil. So there could be that when the Devil comes up, you could be dealing with someone where there's a lot of passion, a lot of attraction, but you feel like this person wants to control you or absorb or just take over your life. Like you just don't have. It's almost like you feel trapped with the Devil, or it could be like a codependent relationship where it's hard to break free. If you might be addicted to this person, or this person could have addiction problems, and maybe that concerns you. You're worried that I don't want to get involved with someone who is just too intense, either too addicted to either drugs or alcohol, or they could be just too obsessed with me, and they don't give me any space, or they don't give me any air to breathe. Things are changing, though, this month. You have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like there could be two people coming in. And here's this King of Wands energy. King of Wands is actually someone who could be a fire sign, but someone who's very outspoken, not afraid to speak their mind. They could be a little bit bossy at times, but they have a good heart. They're a leader, very good leadership ability, and I feel like they want to help. I don't know. I feel like this is coming unexpected. So I feel like you're dealing with one person from the past, and then a new person that comes in out of the blue, because the Wheel of Fortune sometimes brings things that you're not expected. You might have been dealing with this one issue, and then all of a sudden this other person pops up, and now you're like, oh, well, now what do I do? And I think that because we have the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands and the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords, you could get along with either one of these people. When you have two cards of the same suit, two court cards, that's, compatibility. That could be a soulmate relationship. So both of them are soulmate connections in a sense, but you have to decide which one is going to give me the Star. And so you want to stay away from any relationships that are toxic, someone who's too controlling, someone who expects you to do everything, like a codependent kind of thing where you're saving somebody, or they're just obsessed with you and you don't have any free time or free energy. You feel like they're just taking over your life or your energy. So you have to be discerning this month, because I feel like you're going to have more than one option. One could be someone that you already have been dealing with, and even the king. You could even know the king, because it's a king. But it could be like someone that you didn't expect was interested in you, that suddenly approaches you. So something coming out of nowhere, out of left field, and then you have to decide, what do I really want? But there is definitely love coming in this month that's going to bring you closer to a dream. And you're going to be, like, maybe in the past you were connecting with someone because you wanted to feel secure. This time with this Queen of Wands energy, you're a little bit more feisty. So if someone appears that you really find attractive, you're going to go after what you want. So don't be afraid to do that. But I feel like someone might be offering you something. And one of them is going to be, like, it could be a toxic relationship that you don't want to get involved in. And the other could be someone that you could actually really have a beautiful connection with. And I'm leaning toward the King of Wands. But let's see what the angels have to say. The Healing with the Angels Oracle cards. Let's see what their message is for you. Enchantment. Okay, so enchantment. Recapture your childlike sense of wonder and awe. View the world as a magical place. Remember when you were a child, how magical the world seemed. The sense of enchantment is the spirit of our inner child. Somewhere along the way, did you lose that sense of wonder? The angels are asking you to recapture your magical sense by remembering that a miraculous power surrounds you. Ask God and the angels to help you with anything, small or large. Don't worry. You aren't removing them from more important tasks when you ask for their help. They truly want to support you so that you are free of worries. And in that way, you exude the joy and wonder of children who trust that they are taken care of. And when you are joyful, your divine light inspires everyone who sees you. So I feel like there is a new romance coming, or even if it's part of an existing relationship, that's going to feel very enchanting, very romantic. You're coming into a very dreamy, romantic time. And but you have to be more discerning, because the passion is going to be, the devil could also mean strong physical attraction, passion. So you may be afraid of it, like it's going to overwhelm you. But I feel like it's going to be a change for the better. So you can leave behind the betrayal of the past, and the unavailable, like you might have been dealing with partners in the past that were emotionally unavailable. Things are changing. You're coming out of that time of boredom. And I think if you're connecting with the King of Wands, it's going to be an exciting time, because King of Wands energy is very, very, someone who's very active, wants to get out and do things. So let's see what the astrology has to say for Taurus. So the new moon in Pisces is happening in your 11th house, and it's conjunct Jupiter. And Jupiter is at home in Pisces. It's the ancient ruler of Pisces. And Neptune is also there in your 11th house. It's not yet conjunct Jupiter. Like, Jupiter is moving toward the conjunction with Neptune, and it will happen in April. But it's close enough to have an influence, to have some kind of feeling. And the moon eventually, as it moves through Pisces throughout the day, will hit Neptune, will conjunct with Neptune. So this is like bringing a dream. And the 11th house is a house of dreams. So you are manifesting a dream. A dream can come true this month. And especially like a friendship could turn to love, or you could be connecting with new friends that really get you, like your soul tribe. Maybe there was something you've always wanted to do, and you kind of never did it. And now you're going to have an opportunity to do it, to connect with the right people, to have a dream, to fulfill a dream. Jupiter also brings money in from the work that you do. So you're going to have financial abundance as well. Jupiter is abundance and opportunity. And you're having this new beginning. It's a new cycle that you're starting. Maybe making some new friends. Maybe you have a new dream that you're wanting to go after. And it looks really good if you started around this new moon. So set your intentions at this new moon on the 2nd of March. And you can manifest. You'll be surprised at how close you come to manifesting this dream. The new moon is also sextile Uranus. And Uranus is in your first house. So you are going to shock a lot of people because you're going to go off in a new path. You could go off on a new path. Or whatever you're conjuring up, whatever your new dream is, it's going to be it's going to be unexpected. You're going to have an unexpected opportunity. And it's going to get you out of your comfort zone. You're going to be like a different person, like a new person. And it's going to free you in some way. You're going to I feel like you're going to find either your soul tribe, like a group of friends that really you really feel connected to, or you're going to join a group that helps the world in some way, but it's going to use your talents in a way that, where you're really enjoying the work that you do. I just feel like it's really positive. And especially since you have Mercury and Saturn coming together in your 10th house. That's about contracts. You could be signing a contract that's going to be in place for a long time. Saturn is like maybe you could get a promotion where you're in charge, you're getting more responsibility. In Aquarius, it could have to do with technology. So you could be, your career could be shifting, your life path could be shifting where things that are ruled by Aquarius become more important in your career. And that could be technology, it could be even astrology, anything that is innovative and new and helps the world become a better place, because the Aquarius is about, the needs of the many, the needs of the group. So more social thing than rather the individual, which would be a Leo. Now, the only thing you have to worry about, because Aquarius is square to Taurus, don't be too cynical, because Mercury conjunct Saturn could bring, depressive thoughts or negative thinking. You don't want to go there. You want to think innovation. You want to think, okay, I'm ready to do the work. I'm ready to make a commitment to this new innovative path. And I'm going to dig deep into it. I'm going to do the work that's necessary. I'm going to be more scholarly, take a more scholarly approach toward this technology. So whatever you're learning or moving into, it may involve a lot more work, but the rewards will be great. Then we have Venus and Mars conjunct Pluto in the 9th house. So that's the house of higher education, long distance travel. It's trining the North Node in Taurus. So I feel like you're really going to have, you might be learning some new skills, but you're going to love what you're learning, and you're going to love what either you're teaching or learning. You're going to be connecting with people around the world, because the 9th house is also long distance. It's also publishing and writing. You might be deciding some of you might be learning new skills. Some of you might be teaching or publishing something based on your knowledge. People are going to see a new side of you. You're going to come into your power this month. This new moon is going to really, I feel like there's going to be like a new beginning that's going to set you on a path that you really love, doing work that you love, doing, what you were meant to do in life, and finding the right friends and the right groups of people to connect with. Like, you're going to be doing a lot of networking, and it's going to be positive. It's going to bring abundance into your life. Jupiter is also sextile Neptune, and sextile Uranus, I'm sorry. That always brings opportunity. So it's like you're turning over a new leaf. You're deciding, I'm going to be a new person. I'm going to, I want to be seen in a different way. Maybe something more unconventional, something that gives you more freedom. But it's also going to bring opportunity, sudden opportunity. Jupiter and Uranus brings things out of the blue. Opportunity that you never would have expected. And here it is. Venus and Mars on the 7th will move into Aquarius. And they'll be in your 10th house. So you're going to be really focused on your career and your life path this month, especially getting involved in something that's really different, that's really out of the box thinking. Then we have the full moon in Virgo. And again, that's happening in your 5th house. That's the house of children, creative self-expression, romance. So there could be a new romance, or someone might reveal their feelings for you at the full moon, because it's also activating your 11th house. So a friend could have been, had a crush on you, or have had feelings for you. That's all going to come out at the full moon. And this moon is trine Pluto in the 9th house, and also trine the North Node, which is in your 1st house. So grand trine energy is very positive. It brings wealth. It brings money. It brings, you might even wind up traveling, or you might meet someone who changes your thinking in some way. Because the 9th house is also your spiritual belief system. You could be dealing with someone from a distance, someone from a different country or a different culture than you, but it's gonna be a positive experience. So again, Venus and Mars are going to be in your 10th house in Aquarius and squaring Uranus. So you may have to get out of your comfort zone. I think you'll be getting out of your comfort zone this month with these new opportunities that are coming in. So don't be afraid to take action. Don't be afraid to get into something. Even if it feels a little weird at first, it's going to be okay. In the long run, it's going to lead to positive change. Your ideas, you have Mercury sextile Uranus at this full moon. Mercury and Uranus, when they make a sextile connection or any kind of tight connection, it could mean an unexpected message. You might be, maybe a friend communicates unexpectedly, or you do, because it's in your 1st house. So, but it's also your thinking. You're coming up with new ideas and new ways of thinking. You're thinking out of the box. You're comfortable with technology. You may just have a new solution, or a new, like if you've had a problem with someone or with a situation, you're going to come up with a very creative solution that no one else has thought of. So, because the Mercury and Uranus is it's like genius. It's thinking out of the box. It's sudden thoughts and sudden communication. So you might be getting, these inspired ideas. Go with the flow. Go with it. Don't think, oh, that's crazy. Explore the unusual. Think outside the box. Act outside the box. Especially because Uranus is in your 1st house. You're ripe for change right now. You're ready to just wipe the slate clean and start over in a new direction. And I feel like you're getting supported by the stars. You're getting supported by Jupiter and Neptune, in your 11th house. And then Uranus actually is like lighting a fire under your butt. Like, get out of your rut and break free. Because you have your 11th house is really highlighted this month with Mercury, Jupiter, Neptune, and the sun and the moon both activating it at different times. So it's really a time to go after a dream. To find that, what is it that I've always wanted to do? What is it that I've always wanted to achieve? And you can do it now. You're getting the support from the universe. And then we have, on the 20th, we have the sun moving into Aries. And that will be in, let's see, what house is that going to be for you? That will be in your 2nd house. No, your 12th house. So Aries will be in your 12th house. So that's like, you're going to be finishing up a cycle and starting. It gives you an opportunity to have a new start with the equinox. The equinox is like the astrological new year. So happening in your 12th house, it's kind of like, a release. You have a chance to drop your baggage, drop an old cycle that, like if you were stuck in a rut, you can just drop it and start new. You have this fresh energy coming in. You might even have new psychological insights at this equinox that are going to help you move forward and to, follow this new path. So it looks really good for you, Taurus. It looks like, especially because 11th and the 5th house, those are like the pleasure house. The 5th is a house of pleasure, fun. The 11th house is the house of wishes, dreams come true, friendships. So you have an opportunity now to really have a new start a new life coming in, new energy coming in. So if you've been in a difficult period, things are starting to change. And the change may even happen suddenly. But you have, the main thing is this star here. You have the power to achieve a goal or a dream this month. So go for it. Even if it gets you out of your comfort zone, I think you're going to be okay with it because you've got Uranus in your sign. So Uranus is giving you that push to, because I'm bored. It's like, I'm so tired of the same old, and, it's going to just push you in the right direction in some place, where you're experiencing new things, but also you're connecting with your authentic self, and you're connecting with people, because the 11th house is about networking, that can help you achieve that goal. So more power to you, Taurus. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. Thank you everyone for supporting this channel. If you want to support this channel, the best way to do it is click on the like button, click on the subscribe button. It helps the channel, it helps me to get out to more people. If you want a private reading, click on the link in the description box. It'll take you to my website and we can get you on the schedule. So in the meantime, have a wonderful March. Spring is in the air if you're in the northern hemisphere. Fall is there for the southern hemisphere. But in any case, the Aries point, the equinox, it's a new cycle, it's a new astrological year, so new energy coming in. So it's like we're coming out of a dark time and we're moving into exciting changes. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Have a wonderful March, and I'll talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.